Well, match day 2 is in the books in Serie A. Napoli and Inter, the only two teams with a perfect record so far. The reigning champions Milan just behind them, equal on points with 5 other sides. There is just so much to look forward to in Italy's top flight this season. And for more, our very own Aaron West joins us now to discuss. Aaron, there's never any shortage of headlines, is there, in Serie A? But let's start with the biggest surprise that we've seen so far. What's really caught your attention, even though it is early days?
Yeah, it's got to be the man who's got everyone looking up Georgian pronunciations. Kvaratskhelia, 3 goals and an assist in his first 2 matches. The young Georgian has been absolutely fantastic. No expectations for this kid coming out of Russia. I think playing on loan in Georgia, maybe. But no one knew anything about him. Now everyone knows everything about him. The kid has been absolutely electric. No one remembers Lorenzo Insigne. He has been fantastic, just full of energy, running, creativity, goals. A goal in his debut, and then he doubles it in front of the Napoli home fans, and there's literally no better way to make those fans fall in love with you. So he's absolutely been my surprise so far.
Aaron, he might have been my surprise if I could pronounce his name, but I'm going to stay well away from that right now. I'm looking at Inter Milan, what they've done so far this season. Really sensational start to the campaign. I had my question mark against their name. Obviously, bringing Lukaku back to the club. You never know how partnerships are going to really work out. Obviously, they're scoring goals right now. Lautaro Martinez looks very, very happy. The partnership, the chemistry is working once again. And Lukaku looks like he's very happy, which I didn't quite expect to see. So Inter Milan, with the way they've started this campaign, has been very, very good, very positive, but really impressed with the way Lukaku has started this campaign. Really impressed with the way that they're sharing the goals around. They've got, what, 5 goals on the campaign? 5 different goal scorers. 4 assists in the campaign. 4 different assists from 4 different players. I mean, I just love to see that. That is what a good quality squad is all about. Love watching the start to Serie A, and I find it hard to find some sort of disappointment in the campaign because right now, Inter have got my attention. What about you, Lucho?
Actually, I don't kind of talk a little bit about the young Georgian, and I'm going to even try to pronounce that name, but I'm going to focus a little bit on what it is.
Give it a go.
Yeah, no chance. I tried like 3 times. I wrote it down in different positions, even kind of in Spanish, and there's no way that I can pronounce it. I like the way he's done. Aaron done it fantastic, so that's good enough. And listen, I think that the best way to this moment is that we were thinking that the Juventus was going to be at the top. We thought that Milan was going to be at the top, even Inter to be at the top, and it's been Napoli the one who actually caught our attention. I think that what they have done is been very impressive in these first 2 games with Osimhen, the young Georgian, of course, Chiellini scoring another goal, another 2 assists, and it's a team that. I think we beat the top 4. We were putting them in the 3rd position, maybe, but trying to bring them into those positions, and we were not expecting that they start that well. So I'm going to focus in this kind of teams that they're going to push to this calcio that for the past few years we saw just Juventus winning. Maybe Milan got into the middle, but this year, with everybody, or at least the way that I saw is that Juventus, they became so strong that they were going to dominate the whole season. But they're careful with that because there are teams like Napoli or even Roma. They got another result with Mourinho on the bench. You never know because 1-0, 0-1, and it could be like this the rest of the season, and he's going to be so happy.
Yeah, it's always a spectacle, isn't it, with Mourinho on the sideline. Napoli, though, got to be the story so far. There's so many positives, Aaron, as we've mentioned. But on the other side of that, is there anything that hasn't met your expectations so far?
Yeah, I would say just because he set my expectations so high from last season, Rafael has to be on the quote-unquote disappointment list. He hasn't created a chance so far. And even in the first match, he played well. In the second match, he played decently. He just didn't create what a quote-unquote a chance out of open play. So after his season last year, he was so pivotal for Milan, especially in the last half of the season, coming up with countless game-winning goals, assists, just his direct running, his dribbling, his finishing. He was just a total package, and he really, really lifted his game up, especially in the second half of last season. So I guess if I have to pick a disappointment, it's going to be Leao, but it's literally just because he was so good. My expectation for him is at the world-class kind of level now. I want him to score a goal or provide an assist every game. Is that realistic? No, not necessarily, but I want it from him.
No, it's pretty good. I actually like the fact that Poppy put you on the spot right there as well. And why not put you on the spot? 2 games in to the season, by the way,
honestly,
trying to find the disappointment.
Disappointing for Pioli, though. He took him off 65 minutes into the last game, so you're not the only one.
I'm actually really impressed because you have to look at individual performances, and there are a few that have really stood out to be disappointing, and I think it's a great point that Aaron made. I don't necessarily have a player or a team. I'm going to look at the injury to Gini Wijnaldum to be a big disappointment because I was really excited to see what Roma could do this year. I was really hoping they could potentially push top 3 this year. Doesn't look like it could be the case now without Gini Wijnaldum, who broke his leg. It looks like his tibia that he's broken. Just such a disaster. What a shame for the player. You never like to see injuries, of course. But I think for Roma, this is a big, big loss. They might get now active in the transfer window before it closes to see if they can replace him. They're going to have to. I'm sure Mourinho's trying to pull a few strings to make that happen. But 6 points from 6 points available. Pretty good start for Roma. And as Luis Garcia pointed out, we might see them win 1-0 every single game from here on out. If Mourinho can, absolutely, he's the man to do it.
Definitely. Yeah, listen, guys, I'm with you guys. After 2 games, I just cannot find a player who is not playing well or a team who hasn't played well because we just start. But I want to talk now that you Ian just mentioned about Wijnaldum, how frustrated I feel sometimes when I see this player because he left by Liverpool being a big legend at the club, trying to find his way in a different team, different competition, arriving to PSG, not clicking with the manager, playing in, playing out, not finding his way. And now he arrived to Italy, trying to find again the way that he was playing for Liverpool, trying to feel the player who was when he was playing for Liverpool, and now he got that injury. I'm sure that he must be very frustrated. And when I see it from outside, it's quite not disappointed, but really sad to see that how careers can be so ups and downs in such a quick time. Because for Liverpool ending up winning the Champions League, being a key player, suddenly the year after, pushing himself to leave the club because I think that Jurgen was in love with him. He was a very good player in the middle of the field together with Henderson and Fabinho. And now finding the way of his career, how he's arriving. And I think it's quite frustrating. And hopefully we can see very soon for Roma. It's going to be a key player for Mourinho, I'm sure of that. And hopefully we can see the best of Wijnaldum once again.